In a universe of endless possibilities where robots become our best friends and space travel is a daily commute, one thing remains constant: our love for a good old story. I'm Ash from Player One, Press Start Gaming, and today we're counting down the top 10 science fiction films that will make you question your existence, or at least wonder why your toaster isn't talking to you. So grab a bowl of popcorn, slip into your spacesuit, sit back, relax, and Mr. Sulu, set course for the stars. Maximum warp, dude. So you know how sometimes your car battery dies and you just need a jump? Yeah, well, imagine that, but the car is our sun, and the jump cables are a spaceship full of stressed out physicists and a giant nuclear bomb. Welcome to Sunshine, the movie that asks, what's the worst that could happen? Spoiler alert, the answer is pretty much everything. Their mission, fly to the sun and throw a nuke at it. Simple, right? Except they pick up a stowaway from a previous mission who really could have done with a bit of Factor 50 sun cream, and he's just a little bit batshit crazy, which, you know, makes the already stressful space trip a little bit more stabby. Will they save humanity? Will they all go insane? Find out in Sunshine, one of the most beautifully shot, existentially terrifying movies ever made. Have you ever had a dream within a dream? Well, hold on to your subconscious, because Inception is the movie that asks, what if your job was to break into people's dreams to steal their ideas? It's a high stakes corporate espionage thriller where the office is a lucid dream and the coffee breaks are reality checks. Leo's character Dom is the best in the business. His job is literally mind-bending, but he's got one last mission. Instead of stealing, he has to plant an idea. It's called Inception. As they descend into the dream levels, things get a little bit wild. A Parisian street folds in on itself, a train appears out of nowhere, and the entire city of Los Angeles gets flipped on its head. It's like a Christopher Nolan film on acid. You'll need a flowchart to keep track of what's real and what's a dream. So, if you're looking for a movie that will make you question your own reality and wonder if you're currently in a dream while watching it, Inception is for you. Just remember to bring your spinning top. You never know when you'll need it. Good old Empire Strikes Back, the best Star Wars film ever made. A film about a love triangle involving a farm boy, a smuggler, and a princess. What could possibly go wrong? Well, pretty much everything if you're Luke Skywalker. First, poor old Luke doesn't seem to know that his love interest is actually his sister. Second, he gets stuck doing a brutal training regime with a tiny green, backwards talking muppet who's constantly taunting him. Third, Darth Vader lobs his hand off with a lightsaber. And fourth, just to rub salt into Luke's newly found stub, casually drops in that he is in fact his real father. You gotta feel for the lad. Now, in all seriousness and jokes aside, Empire Strikes Back is an absolute masterpiece, and it's the creme de la creme of all the Star Wars movies. (2001) A Space Odyssey, opening with some apes discovering a mysterious giant rectangle that sends them completely apeshit. See what I did there? Fast forward a few million years, where humans are still confused by rectangles, we meet Hal 9000, the world's most feisty Alexa. Hal, who likes to casually murder the crew because someone hurt his feelings. Dave, the astronaut, survives by doing what humans do best when things stop working. He unplugs the fucker. Just when you think the movie's done, Kubrick drops acid on the camera and sends Dave through a cosmic lava lamp before he's finally reincarnated as a giant glowing space baby. I'm really not selling this film well at all, but trust me, it's amazing. The Earth is dying because apparently the planet is allergic to corn dust. Our hero Coop gets recruited by NASA, which is hiding out like it's a secret book club. Their mission: find a new planet before humanity gets turned into gluten-free toast. Coop promises his daughter Murph he'll be right back, which in space movie language means see you when you're older than me. He blasts off with a team of scientists and a sarcastic robot shaped like a fridge. Things get weird fast, and on one planet time is so slow that 1 hour equals 7 years. The crew steps out for a quick walk, and by the time they return, the guy they left behind is basically applying for his pension. Then there's the betrayal by Matt Damon, because apparently he wasn't content ruining Mars once. Thanks, Matt. So we're 5 deep into our top 10 greatest sci-fi movies of all time. Time to grab yourself a brew, have a toilet break, and while you're doing that, why not check out some of the other videos on my channel, Player One, Press Start Gaming. We're heading into the top 5 now, so boom me up, Scotty, and let's crack on. The movie where Harrison Ford plays the most tired detective in the rainiest city of all time, Blade Runner. In the future, humans build robots called replicants. Problem? Replicants don't like being told what to do, so they occasionally murder a few people. That's where the Blade Runners come in. Their job? Retire them. And by retire them, I mean shoot them in the face. Harrison Ford's Deckard gets dragged out of retirement for one last job. His mission? Hunt down a group of replicants led by Rutger Hauer, who's basically a gym rat philosopher with bleached blonde hair. The film climaxes with a rooftop fight in the rain. Deckard's about to die, but Rutger Hauer saves him with the most poetic death monologue ever delivered by a man in wet tank top. Something about tears in the rain. Translation: robots have feelings too. Go on, Rutger Hauer. The Wrath of Khan, opening with Kirk feeling old and cranky because apparently turning 50 in space makes you allergic to happiness. Chekhov and his buddy beam down to a planet and immediately get jumped by Khan, a genetically engineered beefcake with fabulous hair and a massive grudge. Khan blames Kirk for stranding him years ago and has been sitting around ever since doing nothing but push-ups and crunches and plotting his revenge. Respect. Khan steals a ship, attacks everyone and demands the Genesis device, a machine that can turn lifeless planets into lush paradises. Basically, Space Miracle Bro. Kirk, being Kirk, says fuck off and decides to fight Khan in what is essentially the world's deadliest submarine battle in space. Shouting, explosions, Khan delivering Shakespearean quotes. What more could you ask for? The best Star Trek movie ever made. Antarctica, where a bunch of bearded dudes are chilling. Literally. Suddenly, Norwegians show up chasing a dog and yelling. But nobody speaks Norwegian, so boom! Shotgun, you're dead. Turns out the dog is actually an alien, so shapeshifts into anything it touches. So now everyone at the base is paranoid because your bestie could secretly be a goo monster in disguise. It's like Amongst Us but with flamethrowers. Kurt Russell steps up as the hero, rocking the biggest hat in cinema history. The crew tests each other's blood, and when one guy fails, his head turns into a spider crab nightmare. Beautiful. One by one, everyone either gets torched, eaten, or turns into Play-Doh spaghetti. In the end, Kurt Russell and another survivor just sit in the snow, freezing, staring at each other like, so, you the thing? Job done. The Matrix, a movie where Keanu Reeves learns that life is basically a scam. Wi-Fi is everywhere and sunglasses are apparently glued to your face. Neo works a boring job, plays way too much Minecraft at night and Googles what is the Matrix, like it's gonna pop up on page 1 of Bing. Morpheus shows up like a discount pharmacist spurting Neo is the one and offering some blue and red pills. Neo wakes up in a giant slime pod, basically like being born again, except instead of loving parents, he's got robot squids. Cue some kung fu training, jumping off a skyscraper, the whole bullet dodging thing, Neo bending backwards like he's in a limbo contest, the bad guys shooting about 500 bullets and hitting nothing, making stormtroopers look like sharpshooters. The Matrix. I love it. So I've pratted about with all the other listings on this list, but they're genuinely all amazing sci-fi movies. Alien, for me though, easily ranks as the best because it mixes two of my favourite genres together, sci-fi and horror. It's not only the best sci-fi movie, but it's also one of the best movies ever made. Ridley Scott completely nailed this film, and in bringing the xenomorph and character Ripley to the screen, created two of the most iconic characters in cinema history. The genuine sense of fear and tension is genuinely palpable as Ripley and her crew struggle to survive being hunted one by one by the alien. The cast, the sets, the alien designs are all absolutely 100% amazing, and for a film of 1979 still stands up today. So Alien, take a bow, the best sci-fi movie ever made. Job done. And that was my list for the top 10 greatest sci-fi movies of all time. Do you agree or disagree with my choices? I'd love to hear what your favourite sci-fi movies are, so please, as always, let me know in the comments, hit the like button, and please subscribe to Player One Press Start Gaming for more amazing top 10 lists, video games, movies, music, and much, much more. Thanks for watching, guys, and until the next time, see ya!
Ooh, videos and open my eye.